Hi everyone, this is Paula from Craftigraphy, and today I will teach you how to embroider on a t-shirt. For this project, we'll use the following supplies: the documentation file in digital or printed, the design for the machine, ballpoint needle, threads, shirt, ruler, and chalk or wash-away marker, fusible, no mesh stabilizer, and wash-away stabilizer. There are many ways to center a design on a t-shirt. We use a template. For the template, take the measurements of the design and on a piece of paper, measure the width and height and draw a rectangle. Mark the middle of every side of the rectangle and find the center point by joining them. Place the shirt on the working table with the back facing you, fold the t-shirt in half and arrange as good as possible so it aligns correctly. With a ruler, make a mark corresponding to the middle of the sleeve, in this case 3 inches from the neck. At this mark will be the upper part of the design. Measure the height of the design and mark the bottom. Unfold the shirt and place the template between the two marks and mark the center. Now that we place the template, we'll measure left and right to make sure it's centered perfectly. After that, we'll mark the corners as well. Turn the shirt inside out. As we said before, the upper part of the design is usually placed 3 inches from the neck. Place the stabilizer so it can be easily hooped. Iron the stabilizer if fusible or spray with adhesive and fix onto the fabric. Turn the shirt on the right side and place the bottom part of the hoop inside. Arrange the hoop and check that the marked corners fit in the hoop and then refine the position by moving the hoop. The markers on the t-shirt must be parallel to the hoop's up and down margins. Gently press with your hands to make margins. Place the wash-away on top of the shirt and secure it with the upper part of the hoop. Check the stabilizer beneath for long enough margins and gently close the hoop but not entirely. Start to pull the fabric so it's tensioned correctly. The wash-away doesn't matter, only the shirt and the bottom stabilizer. The hoop must feel almost like a drum membrane. Close the hoop completely and pull the t-shirt on the sides of the hoop so it doesn't get caught under the hoop. Gently place the hoop to the embroidery machine. Again, arrange the fabric so it doesn't get caught under the hoop or needle. In the documentation file, you can see the threads, colors and layers. Choose the first thread and place it to the machine. Prepare the design. First, you need to know where the neck is. Make sure that the design is placed correctly, meaning that if the shirt is turned, like in my case 90 degrees to the right, the design must be turned as well. Center the hoop and the needle. Mine was perfectly placed in the middle. I just checked the margins. Start stitching. Every time the machine stops, you need to change the thread. Consult the documentation for threads order. To embroider a t-shirt, you will need a good quality cotton shirt. Usually, the fabric of these shirts is slightly thicker, but any shirt will do, even an old one if you are just testing. If your t-shirt is new, wash, dry and iron it before stitching. This way you prevent the risk of shrinking. We recommend using a fusible no-mesh stabilizer for the backing, but you can also use a cutaway plus adhesive spray. The fusible will be much easier to place on the fabric and the results are looking much better and is not visible under the shirt. I chose a white stabilizer for my light color t-shirt. For darker tones, use a black stabilizer. If you are using a small single needle machine, prepare a new bobbin for the machine so it doesn't end in the middle of the stitching. Choose a bobbin in the color of the shirt, or black for dark shirts and white for light shirts. If you don't have an embroidery design, you can check our list of free designs on craftigraphy.com. The link will be in the description below. Depending on how dense and complex the design is, what fabric your shirt is, you can use a number 40 for the upper thread and go until 75. If you are a beginner and don't know what this number means, the smaller the number, the thicker the thread. I will use the standard polyester Madeira 40. I like to place the threads together to see if they complement each other and the shirt. Depending on what color the shirt is and the message you want to send through the design, choose different color palettes. If I don't like a color of the design, I use a different thread. For t-shirt, it's better to use a ballpoint needle. It will also work with a standard needle, but the results might be puckering. After the embroidery has completed, cut the jumps while in the hoop, it's easier. Unhoop and tear the wash away. On the back, clean the jumps and then cut the excessive stabilizer. Be careful not to cut the fabric. Thank you for watching. We hope you learned something from our video. Feel free to comment and share your experience and knowledge with everyone. If you like what you see, you can subscribe to our channel for more videos. Happy stitching!